Hello, YouTube. Hour number 2 of session number 4. Welcome back. Yeah, you guys secured a planet-wide scavenger license, and you have a quota of 15 tons of scrap. You can spend your downtime to procure this scrap from any of the shipbreaking yard, the guild store, the ancient dreadnought, the decommissioned Jedi cruiser. These are all citywide scavenging sites that are like, you get given one of the grav vehicles and you can just load it up with as much scrap as it'll carry. It'll carry about 50 tons before 50 tons and the 6 of you before it starts actually struggling. And yeah, time to do an honest day's work, or not. What do you guys want to do?
Where is it that we're trying to get to again?
The Aphoric Zone.
Okay.
Yes.
I have a suggestion.
Yes.
What if we go to the Aphoric Zone?
Brilliant.
I'll do you one better.
Imperial base 23091. That's a better one.
Seems like
I was thinking we go to the Aphoric Zone. Meanwhile, we send some droids, friends we make right here, to do the scrapping for us, and we come back and we have a nice pile of scrap to take with us.
I mean, there is a decommissioned Jedi cruiser, so if like the Jedi's wants to go there,
I mean,
I guess we can.
I'm definitely interested.
Hey, but have you already split the party up?
I mean, we can go here, then here, then here.
Yeah.
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 What's the Imperial presence here like?
You kind of give a wide berth scan of the local scanners and the HoloNet. Go ahead and give me either a perception or a technology check, whichever you want.
Can I assist with the technology check?
Yes, you can have advantage, Dr. Harjacc, as human
Well,
is
too bad. It's perception.
perception.
Well,
Is that
too bad.
is that advantage?
Not
Not advantage. Roll again.
Not advantage. Okay.
Pro boost
I got a
Maybe.
10.
again.
It's not updating for me.
It's not updating for me either.
Roll your perception check again, Dr. Harjacc.
Oh, okay. Well, that's a bigger number.
That'll do.
Right.
Very
Yes.
perceptive.
Every little tidbit you see here has a little bit of an Imperial presence on. Obviously, the closer you get to the Imperial base, the better. And according to your scans, according to what you get from your brief sojourn through the HoloNet, the only place that has no Imperial presence is, in fact, the Aphoric Zone.
Maybe because it's not really safe there.
Use.
Oh well.
From your berth next to the Scrapper Guild HQ main building, in the far distance, maybe even beyond the curvature of the world, you see up in high orbit the crimson lightning striking down in 3,000 kilometers area around the Aphoric Zone. The entire mountain is submerged in this crimson haze. And
That seems fine.
It surely will not get hit.
Okay. So
Can
You
we
guys-
can we take a train there?
you arrive at the train station and you start trying to negotiate the billion trains going in every direction. Every little line you see is a different train. And there's a train that goes into the Aphoric Zone. But the line ends abruptly right here, right at the edge. The train goes no further. In fact, there's only one train. There's almost no salvage here in this entire area. There's only one train. It travels there once every day. And it's the same train that comes back. So it's a one-way train.
Okay.
the more you
Can
look
I ask someone why and why can't we go? More.
You attempt to converse with the local droids that are coming in and out of the Scrapper Guild HQ, and none of them seem to wanna talk to you. They all say things like, "I'm in a hurry," and "quota deadline not met," etc., etc., and nobody seems to want to talk to you.
Oh God. Can I don't know, make a connection to the Cortica City officials with the question? I mean, no, that's a bad idea. Never mind.
Human watches his attempts to converse with droids and rolls his eyes and taps his fingers on his arms while his arms are crossed, just looking annoyed at the feeble attempt.
Yeah. I mean, we can't really walk here. It's probably not safe, right?
Nope. If you get those
Also
speeders
very far.
fixed,
But like we are not allowed to use them now.
you are allowed to use them now. Now that you have a scavenging license, you have
We
a
do.
premium scavenging license. You're allowed to bring your own vehicles.
Okay.
Look, cutesy pants. They also have skiffs for rent here. We can use one of those now.
You are entitled to one of them for free for rent forever, for as long as you're doing guild duty.
There we go.
Can't take it with you though.
Yeah.
Or can
Yeah,
you?
but we need one Spitzer is for 2 people, so we can take one for free, and we still need to fix those 2.
The
But
The
the
anti-grav-
skiff could take all of us.
yes,
It would, yeah.
Yeah.
it does move.
So why don't we just
rather?
take a skiff?
It does move rather slow
Oh.
though. It'd be 1 or 2 days just to get there.
Oh,
And then if you find something that is preventing you from moving on, you would need to come back. Hint, hint.
Okay.
I mean,
What
so
about-
that is,
can I-
yeah,
can
go on.
I ask why there's no scrap around here, these parts of the Aphelic Zone? Like the edges of the Aphelic Zone, can I ask the droids that?
The droids are a little bit warmer to you, but also give you the coach order. Some of them, one of the droids refers to it as an undesirable scrapping location, and then continues on. The droids don't want to talk to you guys. You're gonna need to go back to Cortica, or have a gamble and go to one of the shipbreaking yards, or even, the guild store, etc. The guild store is definitely where there are people, and Cortica, of course, is a huge city visible from space.
Why? So why don't we go? What kind of timeline are we on? Like, are we in a big rush right now?
Not particularly, I think. I thought I mean, if we have this premium thing, we can scam the shit out of it. So we can just take the scrap, fix our speedsters, and then, also just take the scrap and then go on. Because, I mean, we still need to fix them, and if we can do it for free here, that seems like a good idea.
Yeah, that's right.
Why? Is there any difficulty getting to the shipbreaking yard or to the decommissioned Jedi cruiser?
Let's see. If there's a straight line to it, there's no trouble. The trains move pretty fast. You guys played Jedi Fallen Order?
Yes.
In the first Fallen Order, Cal Kestis starts on Bracca. So yeah, if there's a straight line, you see those lines? They're pretty tiny. You can
Yeah,
pretty
This
much
line,
get
this line.
everywhere there's a line, you can get to within the hour.
But I
Yeah,
see there's no line
Forget
here.
it. Yeah, forget it.
Yeah, obviously the Imperial base you cannot get via train. The mysterious energy source you can't quite get to by train.
Okay, can
Well,
we?
that's what we can use the actual speeders for. Speeder for.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Also, is there any scraps there? I mean, if we have the premium guild, whatever thing is that is, like, can we check where's like the most valuable things are, where we
Yes.
can easily take the loot and just come back?
Yeah, the shipbreaking yard. The shipbreaking yard currently is populated by about 37 million droids and people, all scavenging.
I'd say
Okay.
let's go there. They definitely have a skiff if we want one, and we can get scrap there for our speedsters as well.
Yeah, and then we come back, fix them there, and then we ask, people, what the hell is going on here?
Yeah, but I'm just wondering if we get a skiff, we cannot take it on the train, so someone will have to drive the skiff all the way from the yards to the city, which will take days.
About a day. Let's see.
About a day.
It'd move at about 1,000 an hour, so it'd take about half a day. to
not
drive
too
from the
bad.
shipbreaking yard to Cortica,
Yeah,
as
not
opposed
too
to
bad.
the 3 hours that it take to go by train.
Okay, so the idea is to go here, then from here to here on a vehicle, fix the speedsters, ask what's going on over here, and then come back here, depending on the information we're gonna get here.
Yeah.
Okay. So it's time
Why?
for you guys.
I have one more option. We can split up. So some of us can go get the skiff, and some of us can go scout the city.
I think
I mean, if you guys are willing to go do the work, I can just go there, yes. And ask people.
I can drive the skiff.
Okay.
can
So-
you really drive the Scrapper Guild?
I can drive the skiff. Looks angry.
Mhm.
Okay. Lumiya goes to Cortica. Human goes to shipbreaking yard. What about the rest of you guys?
I'm gonna go with Human to the shipbreaking yard.
All right.
Yeah, I'll go too.
Human
With him.
shipbreaking yard.
Make sure he doesn't crash.
Okay.
I'll go to Cortica.
All right. Harjacc goes to Cortica. And Neron goes to shipbreaking yard. We're gonna start with the guys over at the shipbreaking yard. As you negotiate this bureaucracy, there's no check required. However, it does require all 4 of yours as downtime for today. So your downtime for today is doing an honest day's work. You walk through all of the bureaucracy loops, you get your skiff, you begin to scavenge for parts. Go ahead and roll your technology checks, and I'm going to keep a total tally of how much tons of scrap you've secured while you are here. And I'll also inform you when you're... Wow, human.
I can drive the skiff.
Yes.
First,
Penn,
that would be piloting.
yes, soon. Oh, wow. You guys are... Oops, I think I accidentally rolled it down.
Flying through.
I forgot to roll my 3d20.
Do roll your 3d20 now.
That's good. That's good.
Like for this one downtime activity, you guys get 30 tons
Damn.
of scrap.
Wait.
However,
That means we don't have to scrap next week.
you immediately pay off your weekly quota to the technology guild, or rather the scrapper guild. So you only have 15 tons. Do me a favor, Lumiya, and update the ship's tonnage with an additional 15 tons of scrap. And the 4 of you.
Okay, but just a reminder, like how much we can fit in a ship?
Oh, this one can carry like 80 or something.
Okay,
Don't worry, we'll figure that out later.
so add 15 tons, yes?
Add 15 tons to the place where
Okay,
under cargo
done.
there's done. Yeah, 29 tons. Cool. And the 4 of you who are doing an honest day's work in the shipbreaking yard, go ahead and give me a Constitution saving throw.
Oh no.
Everyone has a +2.
Right, as long as you are within Jaron, who exudes an aura. What does this aura look like, Jarrus? What do they feel when they're
I
next?
feel like a sense of reinforcement, like encouragement, like, oh, Jarrus believes in you.
Constantly getting a firm pat on the back.
Like, yeah. Like, you can do this. Even human.
Yeah.
Even human. Thanks for the help, bud.
I believe. Neron.
It's mine is supposed to be a 10. I forgot to add the +2 from Jarrus.
Okay.
Fuck.
And then Penn rose very poorly. Alright, Neron and Penn. You guys lose 3 hit dice. The heavy pelting rain, as well as your post atop a high windy mast. You know, a hard day's work is a hard day's work. You guys lose 3 hit dice. The rest of you, Human and Jarrus, you only lose 1. As your post is a little bit more forgiving, but you're still up to your neck in shit as you spend the day scavenging.
Quick question: how many hit dice would I start with?
10. You would start with 10.
All right.
I think-
I would start with
10. I think I gave everyone 10, right, Lumiya? Remind me. Alright, Lumiya probably doesn't remember as well. Yeah, 10, whatever.
Yeah, I have no idea. I believe I started with like 0 or like 5. I don't know.
Whatever.
I added with the rest. That's why I slept all in the beginning.
Okay. Well, now they have command of their own hit dice. So yeah, while you guys are there, do you want to do anything else while you were at the shipbreaking yard today?
Can I talk to the droids there, see if anything interesting is around?
Yeah.
If there's
yeah.
any crap especially worth taking, for instance?
Yes, the droid inform you of a particular area in the shipbreaking yard, which is covered in poisonous gas, which is also corrosive. There's been a small army of droids working towards pumping that area full, but it actually has some rarer scrap. That is, while the same in tonnage, can be used to craft rarer things. So it's special scrap over there, and they just volunteer this information. The Scrapper Guild has locked the area down while they find a way to deal with the gas. Okay.
right.
Lumiya and Harjacc, you guys arrive at rainy Cortica City. From your vantage on the main train station, master handout, port. And Will 56 is actually not in this handout. If you guys go to items, no, journal, yes, and the Bracca master handout, I've kind of added a few more entries. The spaceport where you guys landed, Chow Street, Dalian Doors, which is the.
How do you check the journal?
Yeah, I don't have anything in the journal.
Yeah, it's empty.
Nothing in the journal.
Yep.
Master handout. I see what the problem is. Alright, you should see the Bracca
Yes,
master
I
handout.
see it now. Yes.
Yep.
And there are 6 entries with a 0, so it's 7 actually.
Yeah, the Bracca notes are for you guys to put in whatever notes you guys want. But yeah, the other ones are places that you can visit. So what were you guys doing in Cortica again while the others are toiling away?
We wanted to check on information for what is going on in Athletic Zone and how can we move there.
Okay. So do you want to just hug the HoloNet or visit the various bars or Chow Street and just talk to people? What would this activity look like? It'll take your downtime, but what would it look like?
I mean, firstly, yes, I would like to check the HoloNet, to at least understand where the hell I'm going, because, I have no idea what the city is. And if, I understand there's not really any good information for this place there, that you can quickly find, then I would go and, I guess, check the, maybe spaceport, or maybe, the, what is it? The reactor room cantina. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, Harjacc's definitely going to try to just hit the streets and see what information he can get.
Cool. We will do. Let's see. We will do Lumiya first. In the CD reactor room cantina.
Sure.
You press yourself against the bar and begin to converse with various patrons. Go ahead and roll persuasion.
Sure.
And then a Constitution saving throw, or a Wisdom saving throw, whichever is higher.
Okay, persuasion, normal roll, 12. Then wisdom or constitution. I
Saving
have constitution. It's the same, so whatever. Saving throw, yes.
Yep.
Okay, let me check how do I do it. Saving throw.
You just click on
No.
underneath the stat.
Mm,
If you open your
it
character
doesn't
sheet.
work. Oh no, I need to write to press on it on the name.
Yeah.
It's okay. 13.
13. Okay. You also lose 1 hit dice in this dingy, shitty place.
Poor.
It's
It's too poor to my tastes. Yes.
it's a huge sewer with many undesirable individuals floating around. It is grating even on you. You don't learn anything particularly about the aphoric zone, just that obviously technological equipment doesn't function there. The air itself is charged with electricity, and there's this shielded monstrosity of a drone that comes in and out that is somehow shielded from the effects of the storm. Any other ship, any other speeder that flies inside just crashes. There's no way to get inside. It is abandoned. It probably has some very good scrap, but it is abandoned, and
Okay.
there's no way to get there. You rack your head over this. You know, that is exactly where the goddess part is, or the goddess itself is. This is definitely the goddess is doing the radiation. You know, it's doing this magical stuff, and this is pretty on the nose for the goddess. It's doing this magical stuff so it protects itself, and apparently it's doing a really good job if even the Empire doesn't go there.
Okay. So can I learn about maybe like do I need some kind of I don't know the head thingy, how it goes in English? I forgot.
Sorry, what's that?
Let me check. I will use the Google Translator to help me. No, not like this. This, and then write this. The masks, the gas masks, you know, like maybe you need some equipment to, you know, not die there.
No. What you need is fucking tier 3 electrical shielding. You know.
Okay.
Creating
is there an
these
electrical
instruments.
shielding free?
No, you would need to invent the technology that would provide electrical shielding like that. It'd be something along the lines of maybe 50 downtime activities to do that. You kind of
can I pay someone to do it instead?
No, not really. There's gotta be another way. It's just that these people are not helpful, as they give you this information that is only trying to confuse you, and you're racking your brain.
I will certainly walk away then.
Yeah. Meanwhile, Harjacc, traveling around the rainy streets in your, what is it, detective overcoat and hat, Dr. Harjacc?
Yeah, if you like. Whose ship is it that comes in and out of there, did you say?
A ship that comes in and out. It is an ancient unmanned droid.
Okay.
That's somehow shielded. Nobody's gotten a good look at it, but it fires missiles, so nobody wants a good look at it.
Fair enough.
Okay. I'm gonna see if anyone can give us any information about that droid.
Okay, you focus on the droid instead. Go ahead and roll your either technology or insight, Dr. Harjacc.
I'll do insight.
If you pursue the species element or the technological element of the droid.
I am attempting to do insight. Why is this not working?
Open your character sheet. Click the insight.
Oh, right. Sorry, I forget that it like asks me every single time.
Yeah. Yeah, you get used to Foundry.
Well.
Yeah. People are mean and generally unhelpful, and the rain isn't helping any. It is an ancient tiny droid which somehow gets its rockets replenished. and then it rocket barrages anything that gets inside the aphoric zone. That is if its equipment doesn't short. There's like on the outskirts of the aphoric zones, all of the hopefuls, all of the smugglers, all of the wizened quote-unquote technologists that think that they can brave the aphoric zone, the edges of the aphoric zone are littered with the ruins and corpses of their ships, and maybe their own corpses. Your head is abuzz with the various useless information that these people are feeding you. Give me a Constitution saving throw.
Right. Not great.
You lose 4 hit dice doing this. The planet, you are carrying the planet's rain on your shoulders. You have moisture inside your bones, and your mustaches are very ugly.
Spent too much time on Tatooine.
And so the day ends, and you guys, where do you guys reconvene? Is it in the reactor room cantina on Corsica?
Probably in our ship, because we need to fix our things, and I need to inspect the scrap.
If you spend another night on your ship, when you have a planet to explore, it'll cost you a hit die to spend on the ship. Whereas spending the night in the reactor room cantina, if you guys live frivolously and have a drink and a laugh and spend a little bit of credits, you can even gain hit dice.
Okay, let's go to canteen then.
So what's it gonna be?
I'm actually down to just keep pushing and just not rest at all. I just go straight to one of the locations we were
You
talking
can't
about.
just not rest.
Nope.
Your body does not work like that.
My body works like that.
Yeah,
I wanna get
are you a
trash off
machine?
this skiff. We have a skiff full of trash. If you leave it here, someone's gonna take it. So let's put it in the ship first.
Yeah,
Mhm, we gotta get to the ship no matter what.
that happens automatically. The skiff pretty much flies inside the ship, and you guys like knock it over. That was part of your downtime activity, actually bringing the scrap over here.
Alright.
No piloting check required because the skiff pretty much flies itself.
I say we go to the aphoric room, see if we can find whatever you guys were looking for.
You've
This
already
seems like a very bad idea.
spent yourselves today doing your various stuff. If you want to push yourselves, you can do that. It'll be another con save. You probably won't lose any more hit dice, but you may incur a level of exhaustion if you want to push yourselves.
Yeah, I don't want that.
No.
You guys have done an
I
honest
wanna
day's
relax
work.
in the city.
You should take a long rest now.
Right, let's do long rest time. In the cafe, I guess.
Okay.
Also,
you guys fire in.
we can't really walk in because there are people corpses over there and a lot of distraction. So if we just go
You
there,
say corpses, I hear loot.
yeah, you're gonna be not a corpse. You're gonna be a part of distraction. A scrap that someone will pick up next time.
1.3k. Human, you are surprised to learn at the end of the night that someone has transferred 1,300 credits to your personal, like they come through your wristpad in the form of actual currency. The Scrappers Guild is very pleased with the progress you've done. They will not increase your quota, but they will pay you again tomorrow if you also meet the quota tomorrow. Someone's very pleased with how quickly your crew accrued the scrap. So you're good workers, it seems.
Guys, we got paid. I'm gonna send it all around. You guys get your share.
How much we get a
me
piece?
and Harjacc
No,
then,
not
because-
everybody who helps scrapping. How many? That's 4 people.
Yeah, so 1,300 split.
1,300 divided by 4 would be 325.
325.
Yeah, go ahead and add that to your personal funds now.
So much closer to paying back.
You guys troop into the Reactor room, cantina, and habitat, a darkened corner. The reactor room cantina. Multiple floors. High order casino, hotel, and meeting room. So, let me guys show you one of the other custom rules that we're gonna use, which is not a custom rule. It's actually from the website SW5E. It's about how much you spend in your downtime during your sleepy time. So that's living costs. Actions and membership, operating costs. No. What's it called? Expenses. I can remember what the rule was called.
Is it lifestyle? That's what it's
Lifestyle,
called?
thank you. Lifestyle expenses. Expenses. Nope. So it's the other thing. I'll find it. I'll find it.
Adventuring lifestyle expenses.
Equipment. Yeah, there we go. Lifestyle expenses. Let's see how this looks in chat. It doesn't look that bad. Let me put it in Discord. Let's see how it looks there. Worse. Let's do it in the form of.
That's readable. I mean, that's I can tell
That's
what that
fine.
is.
Yeah, that's totally fine.
Yep. Yeah, so every night or every long rest, if you have access to a tavern, or rather a canteen, I should say, you get a number of hit dice equal to 1/10 of what you spend. Oop. Let me put it here. So if you spend no money, you get no hit dice. And if you splurge and spend 100 credits or more, or well, at least 100 credits, maximum of 100 credits, you get 10 hit dice. And this is to represent how hard you party after the hard work you've done.
Okay.
Um,
How much the others?
So yeah, it'd be squalid and poor, they just don't give anything, and modest, comfortable, wealthy, and aristocratic, they give respectively 1 hit die, 2 hit die, 4 hit die, or 10 hit die. So go ahead and make up your mind now.
This is 2. This is.
I'm gonna do
4.
modest. I don't need to live above my mean.
Okay.
I'm willing to do a list aristocratic. I'll take 10 hit dice.
Hell yeah.
Yeah, I was thinking the same.
All right.
Human will stay modest as well.
Okay, go ahead and modify your total hit dice now with the
I will do wealthy.
Yeah, same.
wealthy. Okay.
What's the buy-in at the sabacc tables at this casino?
You want to play some sabacc? Sabacc is the poker one, right?
Yes.
Yeah, it'd be 100 credits. And I'll tell you how we're gonna do that.
Would I have to do that as like a downtime, or could I just do that as part of our like rest here?
Do you want to actually bet some of your character's credits?
I would like to bet money, yeah.
Yeah. We're gonna have to come up on the fly with some rules for that. Let's for right now, because you actually caught me unprepared. I have an idea about that.
I was curious.
But let's reduce that to a simple roll. You're gonna put in 100 credits, and you are either going to make 5 times that, or you are going to lose it.
Okay.
It'll be reduced to a simple roll. So would you like to cheat and possibly use sleight of hand?
I don't want to cheat, but can I count cards?
Yes, you can count cards. What
That'd be
skill?
perception, perhaps.
Sure.
Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Big money, no whammies. Yeah.
That's all.
Let's fucking
the
go!
fuck!
Nice.
You have a huge night on the sabacc table, and you make 10
All right,
times.
we gotta
the
go. We are not spending another night.
Early in the morning, the casino master comes to you and he taps you on the back and he says, "I'm sorry, sir. You are just too good for us. Please go away now."
I will take my money and leave.
He pays you 1,000 credits, or rather, yeah, 1K credits, and you are asked to not game in this casino anymore.
I give him a salute and I walk out the door.
Oh yeah.
Nice.
Here you go. So you make 1.1K because you make your money back as well. Cool. So let's go down the road. We'll do Neron. Neron, what is your downtime activity look like? You took aristocratic, right?
Yeah. You know what? Since Dr. Harjacc also took our aristocratic, I'ma just accompany him, but just watch him fucking gamble like a god.
Cool. All right. And the pair of you in very high spirits and tipsy are ready to keep pounding today. What about you, Jarrus? What is your lifestyle look like?
Yeah, he just do a modest lifestyle, you know. You still remember his time as a Jedi, so he doesn't training. Before this, he was a farmer on on Dantooine. So he doesn't really care about living that much above his means. So he just bought like a simple room, some food, and something to drink, and he just spends the night relaxing by himself.
Cool. You get so the modest one gives you 1 hit die, and you can also have advantage. You can also have inspiration for your modesty, I guess. What about you, Penn? What does your look like? What does your downtime look like? Or evening? What does your evening look like?
Well, I think Penn, because of his previous occupation, has gotten used to like a little bit of luxury. So he takes like a medium to high, like luxury room. Just gets room service and chills in his room for the entire time.
Okay. So you got wealthy, did you?
Yeah.
Yeah. So you can have 4 hit dice.
Yep.
What about you, human? What does your downtime look like, or your evening look like?
As Human walks into the canteen, he sees all the aliens and organics eating. Very few droids in there, naturally. So he says goodnight to everyone and walks out, sees if he can find a place where droids hang out, and spends, since I took a modest time off, spends some time hanging out with the droids, getting to know them, see what the problems are, what the tasks are they have in store for the days, what the issues are. You know, just touch base with the local droid pods.
Okay, you get 1 hit dice. You also get inspiration, and because you spent your time among the droids, you get the signals of the varying, inbound and outbound. You get drenched in this droid information that is very difficult for you to sort through because of how numerous it is. But you learn that tomorrow, very early in the morning, there will actually be a train coming out of the aphoric zone. There's apparently a tunnel that goes underneath it. Enters somewhere here and then emerges somewhere in the aphoric zone. You just have the time and you know that it'll be coming out. You don't actually know what it is that it is carrying or any other details about it. But you can have yourself a perch above an old observation tower on the side of this quarry here and actually have a look at it if you want tomorrow morning.
Nice. That sounds very good.
Dr. Harjacc, we've already done, and Lumiya. What does your evening look like, Lumiya?
Lumiya just after going around, speaking with different people, and in this very shitty place, dries her hair, remakes her the makeup. Somewhere in the middle, angrily, kicks a stool or something because this place is poor as fuck, like what the fuck am I even doing?
Yeah.
And then, tries to comfort herself with like checking her gun and, redoing it, and then goes to sleep.
Cool. So which lifestyle did you select?
The wealthy one.
Wealthy. Okay. You can have your.
And,
your
and it's still so fucking poor, like this place is shit.
Yeah.
And she's angry that she even needs to pay like so much. They tell the people that this is wealthy. This is not
Yeah.
wealthy. This is poor.
The shower water has taste and smell. Disgusting.
Yeah.
Uh,
and so this is why she will try to remove it from her,
Okay.
knowing damn well that it will reappear tomorrow, and it's very sad. But oh well.
Early next morning, you guys troop on down. The cantina is almost empty at this hour, except for the guys there just now coming in for lunch. Get it? Lunch.
Huh?
And yeah, you guys troop into your own dark corners. In your own dark corner, and you guys reconvene this morning. What do you want to do today?
All right, hear me out, guys. Out of character. What if we old-timey train robbers and we robbed that train?
That's a terrible idea.
It was a joke.
But it
Unless-
looks pretty awesome, though.
Yeah.
If we had any idea what was in it, I wouldn't be opposed, but
Yeah, we just go out and there's like, I don't know, cabbages.
It's just
And that's more
filled with
cabbages.
revolvers.
That's more cabbages than we had before.
That's definitely cabbages they'd be taking out of the aphoric zone, Lumiya.
Of course. Hidden by the lightning strike. Did you not know that this is the most, the tasty
Aphid.
cabbages you can have?
A Faldic aphid zone, who knows?
Well, I mean, I honestly have no idea. We still need to understand how to go into here, and I have zero understanding of how to do it. I will need.
Well,
like,
there was a
10
droid with
months.
the rockets, right?
There was a droid with the rockets.
Yes. Within the aphoric zone, there lives a droid, which is somehow
I guess
shielded.
Lumiya did not know about that one, but now knows.
Yeah, you guys have a group chat, so whatever everyone found out.
well, I mean, if it's like a droid that can bombard us with rockets, and also it's unlike us, it's shielded with electricity. And I have yeah, go on.
If a train comes out, the train must go in as well, so there's a tunnel into the
No,
zone.
the problem is that it stops like here, and we will need to walk all this way here.
If
Impossible.
only we
But
had
we don't.
spears.
He said it goes under. He said it goes underground somewhere.
Yeah, but
So
like,
presumably it's another track that we just don't know about.
I mean, even if it goes underground and then it like comes out here, we still need.
But
to
it wouldn't
go
come out
versus-
here. More than likely, it will come out in the
That-
city because it's going. It's a track. It goes underground somewhere, then come out in the
the
zone.
train line we knew about stopped halfway there. This
Yeah.
is a different train. Am I understanding that correctly?
Yes.
Yeah.
One line
Okay.
goes this way, and stops here, and another line comes up here and stops here.
So
I mean,
it drops
but,
us in
like-
the middle of the zone.
As I understand, like even briefing there, like it's a bad idea if it's like filled with all this stuff. No.
There's about a 300 kilometers of wasteland between where one line ends and the other line begins.
Yeah, but breathing is an organic problem.
Yeah, well, if you can go solo in and like take all the information I need, sure.
No,
Be a hero.
no.
No?
No, 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 no,
Then we need to think about a better idea, eh?
Alright, breathing, fine. I'll take
Yes.
notes.
Yes.
And while that happened, I suggest we take the thing we have, the scriff, and we try to check out either one of these other locations, like maybe Mysterious Energy Source.
We still have. I don't believe we have enough information to go into there blindly. We still need to, because I failed and Harjacc also failed. Maybe you guys have a better idea.
I think
to
so.
talk with.
I think the best way to look for information is go there and do it hands on.
And then you just die by a lightning strike. Yeah, that
Well,
sounds like a good
How
idea.
about since there's a train conductor, most likely a droid, we can interface with that. ask where he's going, what he's carrying.
Sure. Okay, let's
How
go.
are you gonna do
and-
that? We have to talk
I
to
mean,
more
if,
droids.
if the train comes like here, we can try to go here and talk with the guy. And then like the people who live here, left here, still can go and search information. We don't need like everyone here.
Yeah,
Even though the
but-
train line is uninhabited, there's like maybe 7 different train lines. There's like thousands of train lines going through the surface of Bracca in every which direction.
Okay, so, but how, like, some people go there and ask on the actual like people who were there, and others which here, and then we we have the connections. We don't really talk anything illegal, so
I'm down to
it
find the
will be
ghost
okay.
train.
Yeah,
Okay.
I like mysteries.
And we
Okay.
know when it's coming, so just try to board and see what we can find.
Let's see. Let's start slotting you guys in. I believe H.U.M.A.N wanted to go and investigate the ghost train. Is
Correct.
anyone going with H.U.M.A.N?
Ghost train.
Ghost train.
I'd like to go.
Ghost train gang.
Also like to go to the ghost train.
Ghost train. Ghost train.
Okay, I
Lumiya.
will keep. I think this is a dumb idea, and I will keep looking here.
Okay, you're gonna stay in Cortica.
Well, I'd rather
Alright.
do something than nothing. That's
All right. We're gonna start with Lumiya. Lumiya, what's your downtime looking like today?
Okay, so we checked the. Where is it? Let me check the notes. We checked the reactor room canteen, and it was a poor place for poor people.
Yep.
So I guess we should go for not poor people now. So there is the dolls, Daria and Doris. In this community
Yes.
center. So I will try to go there instead.
All right. Yeah. It has multiple highways of ship going every which direction.
Yeah, I'll just try to ask like some captains or like smugglers or someone, like what the hell is going on there, and is there any safe way to go in there?
All right. This place is rather very very interestingly contrived in that it has both vertical and horizontal elevators. But even though it's massive and you can see it from space, it's like 100 kilometers in either direction. You almost have no need to be walking around. There's like quote unquote public transport everywhere. It is a very interestingly contrived infrastructure place. So you are looking for the seedy peoples that dwell here.
Like more for people like who, I mean, someone is taking money from all this work, right? So
Yeah.
there probably should be people who I can go and talk to, some like business owners or someone.
Right.
At least to guide me.
Yeah, the very high rise of people. Yeah, you discover almost at the very top of the complex of one of the doors, a very exclusive looking restaurant. It's like the creme de la creme. You've only seen this stuff on Outrun.
Okay.
And yeah, it's the creme de la creme. You are very very inappropriately dressed for this place. Do you want to go buy luxury clothing and then try to go into the restaurant? Oops.
How much it will cost?
Let's see, clothing.
I mean, there maybe like I don't know, I can rent a dress or something.
Blobberg chic.
I mean, people do rent dresses, so
Clothing.
that's how they show that they're wealthy when they have like 0 credits in their. Or
Clothing. Well, we don't have a listing for luxury clothing. I'm finding clothing clandestine, which is 300 credits. That's like specialized equipment. So let's say 150 credits.
okay, so like, is it to buy or is it to like, rent
buy.
for a day?
If you want to rent
buy.
it, it's 25.
Okay, I'll spend. I mean, I guess I need it for maybe later.
Okay.
Sure. I mean, no, this place sucks. Like, there's no good actually.
Okay.
No good dresses. I will rent it.
Rent
for
it.
25.
Cool.
Yeah, I want a better place to buy a
Right.
permanent one.
Right. And you can be bringing your sniper rifle in here.
Understandable, yes.
Do you go unarmed?
I will have my ceremonial vibra viper with me.
Okay, cool. All right. Yeah, you look fancy enough, and the guards don't even like recognize you for an off-worlder. So nobody challenges you. Are you gonna dine, or are you gonna straight up go and focus on your mission to learn about the Aphodic Zone?
About the mission.
All right. Yeah.
And if I will learn it fast, then I will go and eat.
Okay. Yeah. Go ahead and roll persuasion, or even intimidation.
Intimidation.
You can roll intimidation. You are actually armed.
No, I'm not gonna roll intimidation. It's still the same for me.
Okay.
20. 19, sorry.
Yeah, alright. There is a way in and out of the Aphodic Zone. There's a single line, or rather a single train that travels, a single monorail line, that has improvised shooting. It is state-of-the-art imperial train shooting that is used to mine on asteroids around neutron stars. Like, the train itself is worth more than whatever loot it's bearing. But, actually, they are farming. The Empire is farming. Farming. Roman building, super heavy. Nope. Yeah, the Empire is farming ferrite crystals, which are weaker versions of kyber crystals. This isn't strange. What is strange? So these aren't very luxurious crystals. They are worth maybe 5 times what their weight is in scrap. What is interesting here is that the Empire is farming them covertly. And only a handful of nobles know why. It's not really a big deal. There's no reason for this to be covert, and yet the Empire has chosen to do it covertly. In fact, there's a guarded shipment coming out today. And they give you the same tower where your friends are, where you can observe the train coming out. And
okay,
yeah, that takes
then
you
I would like to collect some names of those nobles who I was speaking with, and I would send all this information to the boys. And if they're gonna ask you something, say that we're on a mission here from the guy, we wanna talk, blah blah blah.
Lord Purian Cabasco is the guy you spoke with. Boom.
And then I will relax and eat some stuff, because I guess that's it. I can't really learn anything more.
Yeah. You can pay 50 credits for 10 hit dice. The food actually is exquisite.
Sure.
It's rich in seafood. The planet has vast oceans that are so vast that some of them aren't even polluted. You eat 5 types of sushi, 10 types of squid, like a 20-course meal.
Yeah, I'll also send a selfie photo for the guys and say, "Hey, you poor fucks," and that's it.
How does this shithole scrap planet in Star Wars have higher quality fish with less microplastics in them than we do?
Oh, they have microplastics in them, but they're still delicious. Lumiya just lost
Let's
20
mind
years
the
of her
politics.
life. Yeah, she just lost 20 years of her life, but it was very delicious.
I'll just, I don't know, like, it's only poor people who die from old age in the Star Wars, you know?
Yeah.
I'll just replace my organs.
Okay, so it's an imperial train that has like top secret materials are on it or whatever. I like train robbery has moved back to the top of my list.
See? Yeah, so
Ferrite
like,
crystals.
but and if you get in cold or something, you can also, you know, place the card of, oh, we are actually from the dickhead prior on Camasco or something.
You want a Scrapper Guild? They told us to come.
Yeah, I mean, I don't think Scrapper Guild should know about this one.
Maybe
If
not,
only
yeah.
nobles know.
I mean, if we're gonna rob the train, since the train itself is way more valuable than those crystals that are worth a little more than scrap, then I don't know. Possible to get it out of there.
It is possible that people lied
Yeah.
to me. It's actually not crystals that is being transported there. It's like it's just a cover, you know.
Yeah, but like
That's
if it's
very
not
true.
if it's not illicit goods, like then why the big deal? Why the secrecy? Why the super expensive train?
Maybe it's
Also,
very
just
dangerous
because the
I say we blow it and
information,
find out what's inside like it's fucking pinata.
yeah, even then, the information that might be what they told him. They told random people figured out, but they also could be other stuff on the train that they don't know about. Like
Yeah.
I know in my car I have 8 apples, but Billy only know that I have 6 apples.
Okay,
Oh, yeah.
so
It could be something like that.
check it out like this. The Empire tells everyone they are harvesting a bulk resource that is of no interest to anyone else. It's difficult to get there, so no one's going to bother figuring it out. Like, the Empire is going to do their thing. We have easier ways to get that resource. Let them do that. And that's the Empire getting everyone to leave them alone.
Either way, that train seems like the best bet we have to get into that place.
Yeah. But
Pinata.
do we have time for me to buy a? I have to double check the name.
Lumiya, you learned that the train is on a schedule every 2 days.
Every 2 days.
Every
Okay.
2 days, 1 day it goes in, then 2 days it comes out, then 2 days it goes in, then 2 days it comes out. It
So
actually
it means
doesn't go to.
it will come back here, and then in 2 days it will leave to the aphotic zone. Yes.
Yeah, and the place that it travels to is over in this crater.
In what? In what region?
Hold on.
Oh, so it doesn't go to the zone.
It's time to become Indian people and just, you know, travel on the head of the train, you know.
Now,
And then electricity strikes you, and then you die. No, that's a terrible idea. Never mind.
No. So we want to get into the zone. So we want to get on the train that's going there, not one that's coming out.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Right. So today it'll be coming out. It still behooves you to gather intelligence, as some of
Yeah,
Dr.
I'll-
Harjacc's colleagues would call it.
I'll just, you know, send them the coordinates. You know, like, guys, don't just try to hijack it while it's in movement. Like check our here.
Okay. All right. Well, you guys still have about half an afternoon to travel, and yeah, you guys arrive to the place where H.U.M.A.N was given the coordinates, which are then confirmed by Lumiya as well. And yeah, you see both pits. So both of these pits that the train travels in, they are artificial valleys that are about 3 kilometers deep, descend down into unspeakable darkness. And you see in the sheer cliff face of one of them, there's actually a very high-tech tunnel that is created. And as you look at it through micro binoculars or even with scanners, you actually see that there are actual, imperial stormtroopers and even snipers that overlook the train, the external train bit, that actually guard the train as it travels. So maybe the entire tunnel is littered with these people. The Empire is short on anything except idiots. So,
can I use my background feature to try to determine like where would be the best place to sneak aboard this thing?
well, you don't need to use your feature. Obviously, it travels at like 3,000 kilometers an hour. So actually physically mounting the exterior without special equipment, you might be able to hold on for a couple of minutes, but you are definitely falling off. You either need to get inside or you need to find special equipment that will allow you to latch yourselves to the outer side of the train.
I throw that to the table that like we could, if we get a hold of the right equipment, we could get aboard this thing well without having to, you know, sneak by anyone or even be noticed by any guards or security.
Yeah.
If we attach ourselves with a giant magnet to the side, we will be sitting ducks and everyone will see us.
And also the
That's why we won't be on the
pelting,
side. We'll be under.
the pelting
Under the
rain.
train.
Okay.
The pelting rain would be like bullets at that speed.
Yes. So we'd want to get under the train.
It's not a
Or get inside the train while
Yeah,
it's
we probably
moving.
need to be inside the train because it's shielded from electricity. If it's
That's the
not,
only way to
you know,
do it, yeah.
if we're outside, we're
Yeah.
still getting zapped.
so you
Yeah,
need
I
to
don't think we have any other option than getting inside.
you would need to then divine what kind of covert facility this place is. And this appears to be your entry point. However, because you did ask, Harjacc, there is a moment where the train slows down to about 1/10 of its speed for a few seconds, and this is when it turns. It changes track from an above track to a below track. And this below track is older and is currently being renovated.
Y'all.
So it slows down to about 300 kilometers an hour, which is a lot more manageable for a few minutes.
I mean, I know what I want to do.
Yeah, seems like our entry point.
Yeah.
So you would merely be observing the train today.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Okay. You guys hunker down in this ancient observation tower that is very rusty. There's nothing here, but you do get to meet some of the locals. Far underneath you, in a flooded quarry, there emerges a titan of an alien. Roughly the size of, I want to say, a small city. Its tentacles may be kilometers long. It strikes the building you are against and creates a micro earthquake. And forces some of you guys to shit yourselves. Yeah, that thing, you're probably gonna survive for days inside it while you are slowly being digested. That is if he doesn't slice and dice you with its tentacles. It's a Dianoga that is maybe 100 times larger than the one in episode 4. Yeah, so you get to meet the locals. And then the train comes. Like a bullet from the tunnel, which Dr. Harjacc already identified, and immediately merges into the lane. Yeah, it takes it like 10 minutes to cross, to go from one curvature of the planet to the other curvature of the planet where you can no longer perceive it. Yeah, it takes it 7 minutes to pass this distance, and then you see it over here slowing down. It's very sketchy to mount. However, there are very few guards. There's a sniper rifle. There are a few patrolling stormtroopers, and it does slow almost to a stop. There's a little footbridge that passes immediately above it, and because the train tracks, the monorail switches from above to below, you can easily jump from the footbridge onto the train. However, the train is shielded, and it's not physical shielding. It is some kind of weird electrical shield which fights electricity with electricity. So the external of the exterior of the train is electrified. There's no easy way to actually penetrate its chassis. you would need to spend some downtime activities to figure out how to do that, and maybe even craft some equipment that'll help you to actually get on it. Not
We
impossible.
need some big old rubber suits.
Yeah, not impossible. You just need to spend some downtime activities, put your heads together, if that is how you want to go in.
But
Yeah,
what I'm
okay.
seeing is it's a taxiway directly to where we want to go, and we can either climb the taxi on the outside, try to get in, or make sure we get in before it leaves.
It also behooves you to covertly check out the covert facility where the train actually stops, and the ferrite
Yes, I definitely
crystals
need to go there.
are
Yeah.
loaded. Alright. The monster underneath you keeps smacking the building which you are on. And every time it does so, the building dangerously shifts, threatening to go inside its hungry maw. Everyone present here except Lumiya, give me a wisdom saving throw.
Even a human?
Yes, even human. Human is also capable of fear.
Oh my.
Oh no.
There are disadvantages to being a free-thinking droid,
wow.
I see.
Fuck's
That means
sake.
you get a +2.
Alright. Jarrus and Human, you lose 1 hit die. Neron, you lose 3. And Penn, you lose 4 hit dice. This place grates on you guys horribly. Am I missing someone? Oh, Harjacc. Harjacc, you also lose 1.
Well, Harjacc has a 16. Do we still lose one?
Who?
I rolled a 14.
Well, yeah, but you have my +2.
Everyone has a +2. Hold on. I forgot. Let me
Except for me,
redo it.
mine's already included.
Except for yours already. Yeah, Harjacc, yeah, 16, you still lose 1. Neron, however, you only lose 1 instead of 3, and Penn, you only lose 3 instead of 4.
Right.
Is anyone
Appreciated.
is there anyone who is reduced to below 0 hit die?
Nope.
Make sure you
I
don't
want to get out of here. I want to run away.
ensure that you don't, like, if anyone runs out of hit die, let me know, and you start incurring exhaustion, and then you will die. Literally from how horrible this place is what's gonna kill you.
All right, so just getting what gear we think we might need for this. Insulating gear to not get electrocuted to death. Magnetic clamps. That sound like something we're gonna need.
Some
That
kind
was
of
fiction grip gear.
I'm not
Some
okay
kind of-
with climbing this fucking thing.
some kind of drill to actually get inside.
Well, don't Penn have a lightsaber?
Oh yeah, I definitely have a big old blowtorch.
Yeah.
Would be, I mean, so we didn't see any like access hatches or anything like that.
There are on the side of the train at the very front and the very bottom. These probably have personnel guarding it.
Okay, so yeah, we will need to get into the. I mean, I have debt packs and shit.
Mm-hmm. You're gonna need a very proficient hacker to hack that shit open on the move.
Or we just do the handy dandy can opener.
You can do that as a plan B.
What now?
I got a pair of maglock boots that I can probably borrow to someone because I also have a grappling hook that I can probably attach myself to the train with if we find some way to make some insulation suits.
I want to get out of this building and get to the fucking asteroid sites because this is dangerous. I need to get out of here.
Yeah, we've seen what we needed to see.
Yeah, everyone's back in Kodak now.
Yeah, I need to check out that meteor site. What they're doing there, why it's going in.
Right.
Maybe there's an easier way than trying to blow up a train and move it in motion.
Yep. That would be something for your characters to do tomorrow in-game time. Let's have a 3-minute break, and we'll be back with episode 3. YouTube, tune in.